to go through what they went through.
Preach, Vicky. you're lifting my spirits on it. I mean, I've been so depressed by it all over the weekend. I've been
furious.
So
I'm right there with you.
So down. And you heard Aisha, and she sort of said what she needs now is for people like yourself to speak out. And I guess that's why you sort of call in, because you use your voice. And this is a time to use your voice in solidarity. I mean, I'm getting lots of text messages saying that that we now have to leave the Afghans to it. But in a sense, this is about aid. There may be something to do with
you've got your lights on.
Say, look, people, our country's full up. You can't.
Your side lights, yeah. Oh, do they have to be on? They're always on, yeah. Okay.
Specifically for women, but for all those people that were granted the visas, they have to uphold them. We need to prioritise women, the women we have educated. And might I just say that it is a British specialty to say we need to leave them to it after we've meddled, potentially destroyed the country, pulled resources out for decades and decades. That is a true British specialty to say we need to leave them to it after having been there and destroyed so many of the structures that were in place. We need to support women. We need to accept asylum applications, refugee applications from women, from journalists, from lawyers, from people who will not be able to practice their profession in that country. We have let these women down horrifically. I will not forgive this government or Joe Biden.
I've got to say that Joe Biden said that the US cannot be involved in forever wars. He described what's happening in Afghanistan as a civil war, and in a sense, in a civil war, there is no role for outside countries. I was hugely disappointed by that because, one, it seems to me that when we went into Afghanistan, we had to be there for more than a generation.
A big change, but the great thing is that all these changes came without bloodshed, without destruction of our country. That is it's a good news. It's great. But when it comes to there are two things which we lack. We try to impose our mentality, Western mentality, on Afghans. They have their own culture, they have their own way of life, they have their own mentality, religion, everything, yeah. So let's not try to impose our way. I was listening to Aisha. She kept saying that, okay, when Taliban entered, all those robbers or looters or those people who were trying to steal, they escaped, or they ran away. And Kabul is not entire Afghanistan. In other parts of Afghanistan, there has been joy, there has been celebration of the Taliban going to or taking over just because of the corruption, because of the injustice in Afghanistan. But at the same time, now nothing can be done. Obviously, they have taken over the entire Afghanistan. The most important thing is,
when you say impose our sort of cultural values, I think you sort of indicated.
Yeah.
Isn't there a sort of universal set of values that we've really struggled for in the 20th? And and sort of say that those are universal values. They're not. It's not enough to just sort of turn our backs and say, well, culturally, it's okay for women to be subjugated.
Well, okay, so it makes me laugh when I hear.
Because Saeed, you're saying that from the privilege of being in the UK. Children, if you haven't. I've got a daughter. She's able to live her dream in this country.
Yeah.
That's the joy you have. Why should we turn away for those who are potentially limited in that?
Okay, definitely, I'm not suggesting that we should turn away, but not by force, not by what did we do, or what did the network forces do in the last 20 years? How long more you would have stayed, or we would have stayed in Afghanistan? Let the Afghans sort out the problem. When you are saying about women's rights or the women's education, you are happy to let them die of hunger, but then by imposing sanctions on Afghanistan when Taliban was in power. All these women, the kids, they were dying of hunger, but you imposed sanctions on Afghanistan just because you didn't like the way the Taliban was ruling. But on the other hand, now once again they have taken over. They have failed. Let accept our defeat. That the UK, America, they got defeated by whether they are lunatics, whether they are extremists, whatever we call defeated by them. They have taken over. Let's work with them, because what are you going to do? Are you going to go back to Afghanistan once again? I'm a British citizen as well. Yeah, at the same time, do you want us to kind of like pay a lot of taxpayers' money to go back to Afghanistan and kill people over there? By going back in 20 years with 130 years forces, you could not control Afghanistan. What are you going to do now? Are you going to send another 130 years? Are you going to destroy again the entire country? Let's work with Taliban. Try to recognize the country, to recognize their government, and of course, get some sort of deal that they change their way. And I'm sure that they have changed in many ways. Let's hope, what they say, that they have changed. Today, let me give you a picture of today. Today, a lot of the women, a lot of the girls, they went to the school, even in Kabul, though they just took over Kabul yesterday. Even today, the schools were open for girls. I don't know if you have seen the pictures or not.
Right, I've been on the show, so I haven't seen the pictures. Thank you for bringing that perspective and respect to you, because I know that you are, you said you were from Afghanistan. So thank you for calling me. You listen to David Lammy, and the time now is 11:47.
LBC, Nick Ferrari at breakfast. Weekday mornings from 7.
20-year campaign to try and bring about stability in that particular part of the world as a result of the 9/11 terrorism attacks. Nearly 400,000 people now apparently displaced within Afghanistan. Defence Secretary Ben Wallace agreed.
On regret for me, some people won't get back. Some people won't get back. And we will have to do our best in third countries to process those people.
Why do you feel it so personally, Mr. Wallace?
Because I'm told, because it's sad, and the West has done what it's done.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast. Back tomorrow morning from 7. Listen on your radio and on Global Player. LBC.
So your accountant does your audit for you. Looks at your accounts, calculates your tax, stuff like that. But do they look at your business model and give you long-term advice to help your business grow? And most importantly, are they looking after you, the owner? At Barnes Rofe, our partners get to know their clients and want to become part of their team. Is it time to see what we can do for you? Arrange your free consultation today at barnesrofe.com. Clever accountants for business.
Here at TTP Financial Compensation, we've had loads of success helping customers of the MI and Lincoln Financial Groups. So, we thought we'd help even more people. If you bought a freestanding ABC pension following advice from any insurance company or bank between 1998 and 1996, text TTP to 60075. We'll find out if you qualify, even if you no longer have the policy or policy details. Don't delay, as time limits may apply. Text TTP to 60075. TTP Financial Compensation is a claims management provider. It's possible to present a claim yourself for free to the firm concerned or through the Financial Ombudsman Service.
Philip Schofield here. Did you know WeBuyAnyCar.com can help settle any outstanding finance on your car? They just sort it all out for you. And did you know you can't hum whilst holding your nose? No? Me neither. Not as useful as settling outstanding finance, but good to know. Take the hassle out of selling your car and enter your reg number now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Admin fee may apply. For more information, see WeBuyAnyCar.com/info.
Tuesday's Euro Millions jackpot could make your dreams come true. But not the dream where you're naked at work. No! It will be relaxing on your own luxury super yacht. That's dream come true. Euro Millions National Lottery. Play on app, online, and store. Account terms, rules, and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
Make a super saving on the nappy change with Pampers Jumbo Packs of nappies. Now half price, $5.99.
Guidance, like our power of attorney service. Buy your
Imagine if we could spot an issue with your van before it became an issue. Imagine if we could plan vehicle repairs, parts and pickup before you arrive. You'd be back in business sooner. Well, imagine if you could have all that right. Ford Commercial Vehicles, backbone of Britain.
Ford Live is available with connected Ford commercial vehicles.
David Lammy on LBC. Call 0344